Bruno Mars' latest single, I Just Might, just came out, and I have some thoughts. I wonder what all of you are going to think of my thoughts, because it might not be the most popular, and it's kind of negative. So brace yourselves. Trust me, I don't try to do this. It just so happens to be that that's what I think. But yes, Bruno Mars, I feel conflicted with him. He has put out some of the best music that's ever come out in modern times. Even when you go back to his earlier material like Billionaire and Lazy Song, and then obviously with his masterpiece of an album, 24K Magic. That album just, I mean, I don't necessarily blame him for waiting like, I don't know, almost 10 years or so to release another studio album. You know, that's a solo studio album. Obviously, he did his little duo adventure with Anderson .Paak with Silk Sonic, which was awesome, but I don't really count it as like, you know, another studio album from Bruno Mars. This latest single is basically launching his album, The Romantic, which comes out in late February. But it's the lead single. You know, this is the song that is letting us know what type of sound this album is going to have, what he's going for. But going back to what I was saying, I don't necessarily blame him for waiting this long. After releasing such a banger of an album like 24K Magic, I mean, that album is like perfect, literally. I mean, I mean, no album is perfect, but it's as close to perfect as possible. It is very much like Michael Jackson's Thriller, and like that as well, he was successful at the Oscars that year. So, you know, and as a performer, as a singer, as a songwriter even, Bruno Mars, I mean, was pretty up there. You could say he was the next MJ to a certain extent. However, ever since, I think, the release of the Silk Sonic album, which was awesome, but ever since that, and then the stuff he was doing afterwards, Die With a Smile with Lady Gaga was really good too. I'm not gonna harp on that. That was an amazing song. But it just seems like Bruno Mars is in like some sort of writer's block. He's sort of just stuck in this 70s, 80s sound, like forever. And 24K Magic was a perfect mix of modern and new, but lately he's just been doubling down on this 70s and 80s type of sound, 60s even, like, and it's just infuriating to hear. I'll get into it more after we listen and react to this new song here, I Just Might, that's what he calls it. But I'm just gonna preface this quickly. This song has definitely sealed the deal for me in terms of my disappointment with Bruno Mars. And I think he can no longer be the greatest. I don't think so, and he no longer is. But here we go. Let's listen to it, and then we'll talk some more.
1, 2, 3, 4. You stepped inside with a vibe I ain't never seen. Yes, you did. Ooh, so girl, if you talk like you walk, come and talk to me. But look here, it would break my heart, break my heart, break my heart if I find out you can't move. You better show me now, show me now, show me now. 'Cause when I take it to the floor, ooh, you gotta get down. You know what to do. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song of this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances good as she look right now, I just might make her my baby. I just might make her my baby. Hey, I just might.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this. I hate it. It's annoying. It's not good. It's lazy songwriting. And don't even get me started on the chorus. But let's keep listening to this.
I just might, but first, may I just say that your face got me so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. But
No.
what good is beauty if your booty can't find a beat? I don't wanna know, girl. 'Cause it would break my heart, break my heart, break my heart if I find out you can't move. You better show me now, show me now, show me now. 'Cause when I take it to the floor, ooh, you gotta get down. You know what to do. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song for this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances as good as she look right now, I just might make her my baby. I just might make her my baby. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is Anderson .Paak a part of this as well? I don't know, but the Bruno is that? It sounds like that's Bruno. It doesn't sound like it's Anderson .Paak, but that's what Anderson .Paak would do. At least that's what I heard a lot in Silk Sonic. I could very well be wrong, but it's I think that is that woo woo woo. That's something that Anderson .Paak would do vocally. And now Bruno Mars is just stealing that, which is, whatever. It's not necessarily him doing it. It's just the fact that it's the cherry on top of a complete disaster. But we'll keep going.
It's the part where you break it all the way down, 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 down. This the part where I turn you all the way around, round, round, round. Put some spirit in it, put your heart into it. That's all I need. And if I like what I see, you're coming home with me. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song for this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances as good as she look right now, I just might make her my baby. I just might make her my baby. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song for this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances as good as she look right now, I just might make her my baby. I just might make her my baby. Hey, I just might. Oh, I just might.
Okay, let me summarize. For those of you who are irritated at my negativity and how much I don't like this song, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm being genuine. I'm not just doing this for clicks, okay? I love Bruno Mars. I've made videos on his music before. I love this man, okay? And 24K Magic was a masterpiece of an album. Masterpiece. Let me just say this in like a couple sentences, maybe one at best. Let's see if I can do this. Bruno Mars waited 10 years. He might have, maybe he didn't wait. Maybe he was working on this for 10 years, which makes it even worse. But let's just say he waited 10 years to release a song, to release a below average pop song. I'll say that. A below average pop song that basically interpolates a song from 2002. Just let that sink in. This man is creatively bankrupt. Going off of this song, I have not listened to this whole album. I have not listened to this song. I might love this album. I might think it's fine. I might think it's okay. I might not think it's that bad. I don't know. But your lead single is supposed to tell me everything I need to know about this new album. It's supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be killer because every single song has to be killer, right? That was the idea. That was 24K Magic. Every single song in that album is killer. Every single song in Michael Jackson's Thriller is killer, right? Except for The Girl's Mind, but that's another conversation. It's very hard to even have 8 great songs in an album. Okay, so that's a whole other conversation. Okay, it was near perfection. That's how amazing that album was. But this lead single is supposed to. It's like you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Never, right? You have to completely kill it, man. You have to show me the goods right from the very get-go. This song completely destroys any optimism I have for Bruno Mars as an artist moving forward. I mean, just Like I said, Silk Sonic was fantastic, but even that was a red flag to me because it just was more of the same. And he doubled down even more on this 70s, 60s soul, funk, disco sound. And I'm just like, dude, like people before you have already done this and they did it better. You know, like you don't have to do that anymore. You know what I mean? If you wanted to do it occasionally here and there, fine. If you want to mix it a little bit, kind of what you did with 24K Magic, where it was kind of a mix and you combine some modern stuff with some old stuff, cool, fine. But the fact that he doubled down on it. It was just infuriating. I mean, as an artist, why would you want to create stuff that's already been done? That's boring. The first thing I think of is, I think it was Dark Child, the producer, Rodney Jerkins, I think is his name. When he was, rest in peace, by the way, he passed away. But he talked about, he revealed some stuff about Michael Jackson, working with Michael Jackson and stuff. He famously worked with MJ during his Invincible era. And I'm not sure if you worked with him before, but during the Invincible era, You Rock My World, one of his most famous tracks that he worked on with MJ. And he revealed how Rock Your Body, the famous Justin Timberlake song, in fact, a lot of the songs from Justified, were written by Pharrell Williams. And Pharrell Williams wrote a lot of those songs for Michael Jackson. And MJ was going to sing Rock Your Body, for example, but he ultimately passed on it.
Did you get to hear the stuff did you get to hear those demos? Did Mike ever hear them and turn them down?
Pharrell gave me the demos to play for Michael.
What did Michael say? Like, what did he say when he heard it?
He felt it was too generic at the time.
You wrote about 8 songs for Michael Jackson, and you tried to get those songs to him.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't get the songs to him. Justin Timberlake wisely took those songs, made them his first album, and that album was fucking killer. Michael Jackson would have really benefited if he had had that Justin Timberlake album, wouldn't he have?
Yeah, but you know what? I think he heard too much of himself in it, and it wasn't challenging for him.
Oh my goodness. Michael Jackson, that is why he was the greatest, because he had the patience, the reservation, the integrity to know what he has done before, to know his limits, I guess, but to know that he is capable of so much more and that he should be capable of so much more, that the duty of an artist is to push the medium of music further, to create new sounds. That's why during Dangerous, he was recording junkyard sounds.
I have no idea. I spent hours in the junkyard with my cousin.
Yeah,
Mike told me to go to the junkyard and hit things, and I'm going to the junkyard. We hitting things and sampling things. I never been in New York City, and me and Michael was together in New York City going through the city, and there was this like crane sound. It was like coming down, and Michael heard and said, "I need you to sample that."
MJ was recording all these weird sounds, but She Drives Me Wild, it has a bunch of car sounds in it. Like, MJ was trying to do something new. Constantly changing, intermixing all these different genres into one song, weird sounds into one song. He was doing just eccentric things, pushing the genre of pop and pushing the medium of music altogether forward. Right? And that's sort of the peak, man. Like, MJ's pop, peak pop. You know what I mean? Like, that's your bar. You got to top that. And Bruno was on the road to topping that with 24K Magic, and he just has completely played it safe. He's played it safe. And he's done a bunch of residencies and all this, and apparently the whole him being in debt is a complete joke, and even he's on the joke, and MGM Resorts have debunked that Bruno Mars is in debt, and that's why he's doing all these residencies, and he's just... But Bruno Mars, for one, I understand that he wanted to... It was scary to follow up 24K Magic with anything would have been scary, right? Because you would have to top 24K Magic. Like, I understand that as an artist, my God, it was probably terrifying to do. But guess what? MJ did it with Bad. I'm not saying, now whether you think Bad is a better album than Thriller, that's a whole other question, but MJ tried. You know what I mean? And to him, he thought that Bad was a better album than Thriller. That was his mindset. MJ, whenever I talk a lot about MJ, but it's just because I'm so passionate about MJ, because Bruno Mars loves MJ. And if you want to be the best, you got to be better than MJ. That's what you got to do, right? That's the mindset. That's the goal. And so I know for a fact that when MJ wrote a song, that was his mindset was, this is the best song I've written so far. You're telling me that Bruno Mars waited 10 years to release a song like this? This is the song that he was waiting to release all these years. This is what he has to say as an artist. Because this is, when he's gone, this is his legacy. When you're an artist, when you put stuff out into the world, it has to be the best you can put out, man. You got to pour your heart in it, because when you're gone, that's your mark on the world, And so there's all these things here that I have. It's like, I know that when MJ put out a song, that was his best. He was constantly trying to top himself. Stranger in Moscow, a song he put out years and years after Thriller. I think that's his second best song. Like it's that type of thinking. And I haven't even really dove too deep with this new song, I Just Might. But let me show you. And I don't even think it's officially an interpolation. So there's a song, all of you know this song, okay? It's called Move Your Feet by Junior Senior, and they were sort of a one-hit wonder. But this song came out in 2002, I believe. Early 2000s, something, 2002. And it's Move Your Feet, and I'm going to play the chorus here, and you're going to immediately recognize it. Hear that? So that is basically this song's chorus.
Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song of this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she did,
I'm going to play this again. So obviously they don't have the same melody, but they got the background vocals in there. They're in different keys, obviously. And then look, I'm not here to harp on Bruno Mars for doing this. I mean, I don't think, an artist should be sort of restricted from doing this. I'm surprised that people are noticing it. If you look in the comment section here with Move Your Feet, people are saying, who is here for Bruno? Here because of Bruno Mars. Like, people are noticing this. And it's funny how when you go into the Wikipedia credits of the song of I Just Might, the Bruno Mars song, the writers of Move Your Feet here are not in there. It's insane. Like, usually in the music industry, sometimes even you would have an interpolation that's like a reach, dude. Like Ed Sheeran and No Scrubs. Like, I hear the similarity and everything, but like, I'm like, dude, like Ed Sheeran like did enough to change, I think, the melody, I think, of No Scrubs and stuff like that, like that he could have gotten away with it. Maybe I could be wrong, but it sounds like they sound different enough. Here, it's like, God, he got the chorus of the track and the background vocals, and you could tell the horns in Move Your Feet are very iconic. They're very, very it's very recognizable, right, from that song. And the horns in the chorus of I Just Might are almost like, it almost sounds like they're purposefully trying to be quiet because they want to so desperately play the same shit that was played in Move Your Feet. And it's almost like they appear and then they're like, no, we don't want to play too much with fire here. We don't want to make it too obvious. Like, it's insane. Just hear this. Like, it almost has the same sort of rhythm to it. Backs away. And it just ends up sort of doubling down on the background vocals. You know, it just ends up reinforcing it. It just, I could tell, and Bruno Mars loves his horn sections. You know, this was a big thing in the 60s and 70s. You know, you had to have a really good horn section. Bruno Mars and his collaborators, they know how to write a good song. Okay, they're capable of it, and they know how to write a good horn section. And I know they obviously the potential for, you know, they could have done a completely different horn section that didn't mirror the Move Your Feet one. But I could tell that they were like, no, let's not even use it. You know, like let's just reinforce the background vocals just to play it safe. You know, let's just do that. Let's not play with fire here. Let's not poke the tiger, I guess, right? It's a weak song. It's cowardly. That's what it sounds like to me, man. You know, and look, I could give Bruno the benefit of the doubt that he did pour his love and heart and effort into this song. Even the music video has him, you know, dressing up just like he does with like Silk Sonic, and it's the same shit. It's just, you know, it's 60s and 70s type of vibe. So that is frustrating. The fact that this isn't even an original song. It's not even original. Like it's basically Move Your Feet. You know, like the verses aren't even that interesting. He does these things where like he does the call and response type of thing, and it's so lame.
You stepped inside with a vibe I ain't never seen. Yes,
You did. That's very like Anderson .Paak, dude. Like, you know, he's even just sort of just getting from Silk Sonic, and it's such a lame thing. And he does it throughout the song, and it's so lame. You know, like only once is it like kind of clever, and it's like in the second verse. But this sounds creatively bankrupt to me. That's what Bruno Mars sounds like to me right now. Is it creatively bankrupt? And if this is the lead single, this is what you're going to lead with. A song that sounds like another song from 2002. And it's not even as interesting as that one, I would say. Because you're just making it sound like a 60s, 70s song, which has already been done before, and better, by the way. You know? It's just infuriating to me. I'm like, you have all these resources. You have all this musical, creative power to your disposal, and you use it to just mimic the sound of a bygone era, instead of moving the medium of music forward, instead of trying to do something new. You just spend your resources perfectly mimicking an era. You know? It feels like a waste of time. MJ didn't do that. He didn't. Smooth Criminal doesn't sound like a song from the 60s and 70s. Billie Jean, even when it came out, it sounded new. It sounded like a mix of rock and pop and blues, and it was a new fusion, you know? Jam from the Dangerous record. That one sounds like a neo James Brown song. You know? It has those elements from the past, right? But it's new. Heartbreaker from Invincible sounds like a goddamn dubstep song. In 2001. This is infuriating to me because I love Bruno Mars. You know, I'm giving him tough love right now. I'm still going to listen to the rest of the album. Like, I will. But man, if this is the lead single, I'm concerned. I'm heavily concerned. This sounds creatively bankrupt. And that is no bueno. Or should I say no Bruno? Jesus Christ. Kill me now. Anyways, those are my thoughts on I Just Might. I am very upset. It's not fun. I want to like things. You think I don't want to like things? Like, whenever I get like people that sort of comment on my YouTube videos, and they're like, God, you're so negative, or like, you're crazy, or like, just God. No, here it is, where it's like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like, God, if you hate it so much, why are you talking about it so much? And it's just like, dude, like, I love Bruno Mars. That's why I'm so passionate. This is why I have to express it. You know, it's like if a loved one messes up, you tell them because you want to see them succeed. You know, you don't keep your mouth shut. Bruno Mars was an artist that was the next MJ dude. Like he was that good, and he just disappointed me. You know, and I just can't do this. Can't do this anymore. I really can't. I'm just so fed up with it. And you think I want to not like this? I want to love it. I want this to be good. I wish I loved it. You know? Why would I want to be negative? Why would I want to feel upset? Jesus Christ. Anyways, enough of me. I want to know what you have to say. You know, do you like this song? Do you love this song? Let me know in the comment section below what you have to say. Let's disagree in a constructive way, okay? You don't have to hate on me, okay? Just like I'm not gonna hate on you. You know, if you come to me respectfully, I will respond to you respectfully, okay? We could disagree in a perfectly reasonable manner. So go ahead, let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a like if you like, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content and you want to see more stuff like this. Hopefully not so much negative stuff, but yes. Please check out my previous videos. I'm using a new program where I'm able to really check out the stems of a track using artificial intelligence. I've done it with MJ's You Are Not Alone and Charlie Puth's We Don't Talk Anymore. Some of the most fun I've had in videos in a long time, so please check those out. You know, they're kind of not doing so great with views, so it would mean a lot to me if you check them out. Subscribe to the channel. I already said that, but screw it. Subscribe. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But I think that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you.